Chapter 4 Survival of the Fittest. Winner takes all. The roaring sound of waves echoed continuously as numerous disciples, seemingly injected with chicken blood, rushed into the broad bronze doors light curtain one after another. Sis, wait for me at the entrance to the second floor. Protect your identity token. Ling Qing was worried that Fang Ji might encounter unexpected situations and instructed him. Fang Shi calmly replied, take care of yourself. I've already broken through to the divine meridian realm. We'll meet on the second floor. Really, is it true? Ling Qing, upon hearing this, paused for a moment, her delicate body slightly trembling, and a hint of surprise appearing in her almond-shaped eyes. See you on the second floor, Ling Qing said excitedly. Fang Ji felt a complex emotion in his heart. The only person who had remained true to him over the past 7 years was his younger sister, even though she was pursued by countless disciples of the sect. So, this time, Fang Ji secretly decided to shoulder the responsibility of being an older brother and protect her from any troubles. Without saying much, the two entered the Symbol Tower. The first floor of the Symbol Tower was immensely spacious, capable of accommodating up to 100,000 people. Upon entering the tower, individuals would be randomly teleported to any location on the first floor, each possessing a white jade token. The second floor of the Symbol Tower allowed only 1,000 people to practice, requiring them to demonstrate their strength to enter. The Songhai sect adhered to the law of the jungle, where the strong preyed on the weak. To stand out and enter the second floor, one had to go through a simple yet brutal filtering process. The rule was straightforward. To enter the second floor, one needed to possess 10 white jade tokens. Hence, participants had to eliminate 9 opponents to qualify. 3 years ago, Fang Ji was not yet at the Divine Meridian Realm, and his identity token was taken away by others shortly after entering the Symbol Tower, becoming a stepping stone for someone else. This time, it was his turn to be the hunter. The elemental power on the first floor of the Symbol Tower was much denser than the outside world. As Fang Ji entered the Symbol Tower, he was randomly teleported to a corner. The first floor of the Symbol Tower resembled a brutal arena. Just as he entered, Fang Ji was contemplating how to snatch tokens from others when he sensed numerous greedy eyes scanning him. These greedy gazes were all too familiar to Fang Ji. Those with such greedy gazes hesitated and did not approach him immediately, seemingly trying to figure out whether Fang Ji was a strong opponent or just a weakling. Fang Ji, noticing this, devised a plan. He deliberately showed a weak and frightened appearance, saying, What do you guys want? You don't want to snatch my token, do you? 3 outer disciples gathered around Fang Ji, their gazes filled with greed. Almost simultaneously, they attacked like starving wolves eager to feast on a lamb. A waste like you should stay on the first floor. Give me your token. His token belongs to me. It's your honor to become my stepping stone. Hand over the token obediently, and you might avoid some beating. These 3 disciples almost simultaneously revealed their wolfish fangs. At the moment the 3 attacked, Fang Shi's cultivation erupted, and instead of retreating, he boldly faced them. Fang Ji, who looked like a weak scholar just moments ago, now had a wicked smile on his face. This smile resembled that of a hunter assessing a fat prey falling into his trap. The 3 approaching disciples felt the terrifying pressure, and their hearts skipped a beat. One of them sharply exclaimed, a peak 2 Meridian's realm cultivator. This guy is pretending to be weak. This is bad. Senior brother, listen to me. The 3 outer disciples almost instantly changed their attitude, but it was already too late. Fang Ji unleashed his full strength, fists and kicks like a storm, effortlessly overpowering them. In the blink of an eye, the 3 lay on the ground, groaning in pain. Their identity tokens naturally fell into Fang Shi's hands. The disciples who had been beaten, suffering unbearable pain, felt regret. They cursed Fang Ji in their hearts, blaming him for pretending to be weak when he was actually a formidable cultivator who could easily navigate the first floor. Collecting these 3 tokens, Fang Ji concealed them in his arms. Tasting the sweetness of victory, Fang Ji didn't actively seek out more prey. Instead, he continued wandering through the single tower, maintaining the appearance of a weak lamb. Before long, Fang Ji had obtained 10 tokens. With these 10 tokens, he approached the entrance to the second floor of the single tower. At this point, the second floor already had 400 to 500 participants. The elemental power floating in the air on the second floor was at least 3 times denser than that on the first floor. However, looking around, almost all the disciples on the second floor were at the Divine Meridian realm, with very few still at the Meridian opening realm. Having entered the second floor, Fang Ji continued with his seemingly weak appearance, attracting group attacks. In less than the time it takes for an incense stick to burn, Fang Ji obtained 6 more blue tokens. The third floor of the single tower allowed only 100 people to enter, confirming the law of survival of the fittest. But Fang Ji, despite his faint vulnerability, encountered a tough opponent. A peak-level cultivator at the 2 Meridians realm concealed his aura, pretending to be a weakling at the Meridian opening realm. As this person passed by Fang Ji, he suddenly attacked, using a middle-grade mortal martial technique, Thunderbolt Palm. The palm wind was like rain, and the momentum was awe-inspiring. Fortunately, Fang Ji's powerful spiritual sense sensed the opponent's anomaly. In an instant, he erupted with 60% of his strength, engaging the opponent in a fierce battle. In the midst of the intense confrontation, Fang Ji wanted to test his newly grasped martial technique, the 8 Extremes Fist. The 8 Extremes Fist was a lower-grade mortal martial technique. Once mastered, its power rivaled that of a middle-grade martial technique. Executing this fist, Fang Ji, who initially looked like a scholarly individual, transformed into a battlefield deity, exuding an aura of invincibility. The vigorous and forceful fist wings resonated continuously. In a short moment, the opponent, who was a Peak 2 Meridian's realm cultivator, was forced to retreat. Continuously, using his chi to enhance his strength, Fang Ji, with 3 revolutions of internal energy combining internal and external forces, unleashed the final killing move of the 8 Extremes Fist, Iron Mountain Crush, fiercely striking the opponent's chest. The Peak 2 Meridian's realm disciple spat out blood and fell to the ground, sustaining significant injuries. Accepting defeat, the opponent didn't say a word and threw all 8 of his blue tokens toward Fang Ji, indicating his surrender. Since the opponent willingly admitted defeat, Fang Ji, without any killing intent, accepted the 8 blue tokens and expressed his gratitude with a cupped fist salute. With these 8 additional blue tokens, coupled with the ones he had collected earlier, Fang Ji now had a total of 14 blue tokens. Sensing that the number of participants on the second floor was increasing, Fang Ji estimated that Lin Qing, with her cultivation at the peak of the 2 Meridian's realm, would soon advance to the 3rd floor. Since Fang Ji already had 14 tokens, he decided not to rush into the 3rd floor, but to spend some more time on the 2nd floor. This way, he could collect the remaining 6 tokens to save Lin Qing from the trouble of gathering them. With this plan in mind, Fang Ji did not immediately step into the 3rd floor, but chose to linger on the 2nd floor for a while, making things easier for Lin Qing.